Good morning, good evening, and a final good afternoon to all the Arsenal fans and Dial Square FC fans as well all over the world. And we've got a special guest. I'm not talking about myself, but we're going to get into intros just a little bit. We've got a full house again, 2 weeks from running, but we're going to see you on the other side of this music intro. Hit it. Yeah, so just when you thought you heard the last show last week, this is the final live show on Canon Fodder TV. And do we have a bumper show? It's not an easy talk, it's a special talk with Brad Pitt. Dave, how's it going, fella?
He's a ringer, isn't he? He's a ringer for him, the guy in the middle, from certain angles. But how are you, gentlemen? You okay?
We're all fine, Dave.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you, Dave. Congratulations, by the way, congratulations on winning the cup and the league.
Thank you. You know, that congratulations go to everybody because that was a real team effort. The players, the management, the officials, the supporters, everybody. You know, just reward a real good season and a lot of hard work and effort by everybody.
It was a double, wasn't it?
Yeah. Let me get it right. We won the Surrey County Intermediate Western Premier Division, which was step 8. And to go with that, the Surrey County Intermediate Western Premier Challenge Cup to go with it. So, yeah, nice little double. Almost invincible in the league season. We only lost the 1. But, yeah, brilliant. I couldn't be more pleased. It was well above our expectations. The main aim was the league. To get the cup as well was a fantastic bonus, and well done to everybody for that.
Well done.
Yeah,
well
nice
done.
one, man.
And let me bring in Ricardo. He's making his debut on Canon Fodder TV. It'll be the first and the last on Canon Fodder TV. Ricardo, my cousin, because we've only kind of met and we could be related. And I'm serious, we could be related, but I won't get into that now. Ricardo, primo.
He's not going to admit it, is he, Alex? I'm only joking, man.
Ricardo, can you hear us?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, brilliant, fantastic. And I need to bring in, last but not least, the original Godfather himself. He might just make you an offer you can't refuse. Eltel. Can you hear us, Eltel?
Here he is.
I think there's a bit of a delay. Eltel, can you hear us?
Testing, Tel.
I can hear you guys.
Yeah, there's a bit of a
somebody's
delay.
playing the stylophone.
Yeah, there's a bit of a delay on that one, Tel. Tel, I'll tell you what, come out and come back in again. Tel. Right, okay, but you know what? Yeah, he's gonna have to come back in. Right, because it's a Dial Square special, we're gonna be peppering Brad Pitt. Sorry, I mean Dave with a lot of questions.
It's an easy mistake. I get it all the time.
All right. So we want to actually just kind of kick it off first with Arsenal. I'm going through these things here. So Dave, what's your opinion about Arsenal falling a little bit short again?
I was obviously disappointed. I didn't quite make it over the line. I was out the other side of the world when during the end of the season, and just hoping that when I got that result against Tottenham, and especially the one away at United, I thought, here we go, this is ours. Because I knew City were capable of doing every game, but I didn't think they would. But so I was disappointed they didn't get it in the end. You look at things like that when the ball was about 6 miles out against Newcastle, and the same at West Ham. Just little, the league now is margins, isn't it? It used to be, lose 6 games or you've had it. Now it's like, you lose 2 or 3. But I was pleased with the progress because, I think people lose sight of the fact this is Arteta's first role, isn't it, as manager, and he's taken us to within 2 points of arguably one of the best teams in the world. So I think all we need, you know, I've had discussions with other people and that. I think all we need is just a 25 to 30 goal a year forward. You know, I think that the defence has sort of stopped giving away the silly little goals. It's still a couple here and there, but the defence looks a lot more solid. You know, Raya's got the golden glove, so that sums that up. I think we just need a bulldozer that can, you know, 89 minutes, 0-0 in the pouring rain somewhere, and one chance and bang, 1 point turns into 3. I think that's all we need.
I just don't see Mikel Arteta going out for that out and out striker. I think he wants a cluster of players, again, scoring 10, 15, possibly 20 goals, but an out and out striker, I'm not sure that's the way he's looking at progressing.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, he's obviously got his plan. And that's another thing I do like about him. You see a lot of young managers, especially ones in their first appointment, when things ain't going right, they panic and start switching things around left, right, and centre. He don't do that.
That's
you know, it's a sign of a bit of maturity, that is, you know, and that's his plan. But listen, we got 89 points. You know, you go back a few years, we'd have won the league by how many? With 89. You know, you're talking about going up again.
Sorry, Dave, they won more games than the Invincibles, isn't it?
Yeah, they did. They did, you know, and you're talking about City that can put about 3 or 4 world-class sides out at a time. You know, they're just an absolute machine. So yeah, disappointed in the end, obviously, that we didn't win. Didn't see the dial Arsenal double. But yeah, pleased with the progress, definitely.
All right, John Geezer, your thoughts? I know it's been a while you've been on Cannon Fodder TV, but come up short again, 2 seasons on a trot.
I think the same sort of opinion as Dave. You know, I was gutted. I did say last season that could be our best chance for a decade, and I stand by that, because last season that was a golden opportunity for me. Do you know what I mean? That was a better opportunity than this season. But get back to this season, very, very disappointed. We was always relying on City to slip up. When we had our head in front, I believe we could do it. Maybe if we pushed City a bit harder and went for the win, or maybe he did go for the win, but if we just sort of were a bit more courageous against City, I think, and beat them, we'd have been there, wouldn't we? Do you know? But we lost silly games. Villa, West Ham, I can't remember. You know, especially Villa. That, to me, that I didn't see that coming. I don't think anyone see that coming. We was on the roll, and then Bosch 2-0 at home to Villa. Had to be Unai Emery, didn't he? Do you know what I mean? A bit of a bogey man. I don't think Arteta beat him. But overall, I'm still really proud of the club and the way Arteta has moved us forward. And I was never his biggest fan, so I was never like Arteta in you. At one point, I was actually thinking, yeah, he's got to go. I think when we lost 3 on the spin one season, we finished about 8th. I was like, I can't see him lasting too long. But I do believe in him now. I do believe in him. But I still think we're just playing catch up with Man City. Until Pep goes, I can't see us beating them. Honestly, I just can't see us getting over the line with him. We've had 2 really good opportunities. A striker that, to me, we've had 2 seasons without a 25 to 30 goal striker. And that has cost us really badly. You know, we never replaced Alba, and that's boring, but we didn't replace these goals. He mixed it around, but it ain't been enough. And we've still scored loads of goals, don't get me wrong. But Man City have got Robocop, haven't they? Do you know what I mean? Go Cop. He just buries them for fun, you know. So I don't know, Alex. Over to you, Alex.
I'd like to try that.
Alex?
Sound's gone on it.
I can hear you now. I thought it was me. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, John.
Yeah, I can
I
hear
can
you.
hear Alex.
Technical errors. What's happening?
Hello?
Testing. 1, 2,
No,
3.
hello. Yeah. What's what happened there? Ricardo, your thoughts about Arsenal? We came up short again. 2 seasons on the trot.
Yeah, I have to say, guys. Yeah, well, I have to say, I mean, probably everybody here on the line have more experiences than me about football. I just came and loving Arsenal since I moved over here. But I have to say, I enjoyed this season more than the last season. Even though last season, I think we you know, they tried. When you see game by game, and that game with Man City, that everybody was expecting that, you know, we would have struggled. The way they stood up and they against Man City, they gave everything, they held them up. You know, it was a great season. I mean, you need to always bear in mind that the the great things about the Premier League is that you just need to sleep a couple of games and you are out of competition. It's so tight. I mean, it is one of the most exciting leagues for me, the best league out there to watch football. I've been watching a little bit with German, and the German, the team who won the competition was 18 points ahead of the second place. I mean, why is that? I mean, what kind of game is that? I mean, here at the Premier League, you need to watch until the last game because it's always tight. It always takes a couple of games and you're out. I think they have improved a lot since last year. I think I'm super excited to see what's going to happen next year. I think I'll take that mature enough now to lead the team in the way he wanted. Even though we didn't have any striker, it was great to see how everybody was taking the goals and taking the responsibilities and trying to score for the team. So I think between them as a team, they have grown a lot. There is a more synergy, more energy, and they realize that they can compete. I mean, look at Man City squad. I mean, Man City go inside like a 2-3 team is inside, and it's a huge team to beat, and we still can give them a competition.
Yeah.
I think next year, I'm super excited. Next year is gonna be it's gonna be more interesting. I think next year we can get it done. I mean, if they play how they play this year even better, I think we're gonna be out there. So
Yeah.
that's what I think. That's my impression about how was
Yeah.
the season.
Ricardo, just a quick question before I go to Eltel. Do you think it's a case that Pep Guardiola has to leave Man City in order for Arsenal to have the opportunity to win the Premier League?
Say again, please.
Do you think Pep Guardiola has to leave Man City in order for Arsenal to win the Premier League?
No. I want
No?
him to stay. I want him to stay because I want to beat him with Man City. That's what I
Oh,
want.
okay.
I want to beat him with Man City. Before he go, he need to get it, and then he
Okay.
can go,
All right.
and then he can go.
All right. That's a good way of thinking about it. Eltel, are you off
Hello, guys.
the planetarium? Yes. Can you hear us, Tel?
Yeah, so you keep cutting in and out, but go on. Just ask you a question again. What was it?
Yeah. So basically, is it the opinion that the best opportunity for Arsenal to win the Premier League is the fact that Pep Guardiola will have to leave Man City?
All right.
Yeah.
No. I mean, Man City will be there or thereabouts again next season. But I think if you look at our team, they got their best days in front of them. We've got Saliba, still very young. If you go through the team one by one, none of them has peaked yet. So I think we'll have a very good season next season. I think we now know that we can't turn up at places like Fulham and do anything other than win. You can't go out just like we did. We lost at Fulham, we lost at West Ham, and ultimately those made the difference. I'm a little bit worried about our old manager Unai Emery at Aston Villa. He's such a good manager, and he has very good.
Right, sorry about that. I'm going to have to kick himself from the shim until he sorts the
Sounded
Wi-Fi
like a
out.
low budget Stephen Hawking, didn't he?
I
I'm
thought
glad
it
you
was.
said it.
I thought it was the Daleks, man. Davros.
Right. So, actually, I want to go on to more topical issues. Forget about the Arsenal. Let's talk about proper champions in Dial Square FC. Double winning season.
Double winning. Thank you. And like I say, that's for everyone concerned, the supporters, the players, the management team, everybody. We got around, it was around November-ish, I think, and there was about 4 or 5 of us in with a shout. We were, you could sort of work out who was going to be near the top and who was going to be near the bottom. We just kept our feet on the floor and kept working hard. And we had a little wobble at the end of November. We lost one game, and then we drew the next one on the 2nd of December, and then we didn't drop any points at all until the second and last game of the season when we drew 4-4. We just totally pulled away from everybody. And it was really good because there were games where we were just exhilarating, fantastic. But there was also games. You remember at the start of the season when I said there'd be teams that can take us and teams that see us with a nice big target on our back. We went to a couple of these grounds, a couple of physical sides, and we changed how we played and we mixed it and come away with the wins. And I think that was the most pleasing thing of the season, the way we could mix it and play the good stuff as well and get the results that way.
Brilliant stuff. But you know what, Dave? I want to ask you a question. So, I've seen the title that you have, which is Supporter Liaison Coordinator. What does that mean?
Right, now, I know why you've asked me that, because tongue-in-cheek, I gave you the answer, didn't I, a couple of days ago? What I am is, because we're a fan-owned club, we thought it was important to have that bridge between the board and the supporters. So, I'm there to take any feedback from the supporters to pass up to the board and vice versa. I'll make myself known at games. I'll make myself, I'll make sure everybody's welcome and everybody feels part of it. If you've got any ideas, I can pass them up to the boards. So that's mainly it. I get involved on the social media as well. So a lot of the posts go out will be me and Andy together. And that is it. So basically anything supporter related, it'll either come through me or down the other end through me.
Mm. So double winners. What's next for Dial Square?
Well, that was step 8. We've just because you finish top of that league doesn't mean you automatically go up. You've got to have the facilities, and Mark and Andy had to fill out this document. It was quite a lengthy document, and it was all about facilities, which is what we've got at Chertsey. They've got fantastic facilities. It's central to the league we're in, and we've been invited to their AGM in July. To get the final vote to get us voted into the Surrey County Premier, which is step 7 of the non-league, which is tier 11 if you include like the Premiership downwards. Wow,
brilliant stuff, John.
And that'll be one more. Basically, if we get voted in, we're then one step off of being invited to play in the FA Vase.
I tell you what, that for me is phenomenal. I always love grassroots football, but phenomenal stuff.
Yeah. Well, but another thing, we did a bit of research, and we are the first English side in the pyramid to win 3 consecutive promotions on their first 3 years of being in existence. Not even AFC Wimbledon did that.
Fantastic.
another really good achievement by everybody, and that's from people that were there before as well that set the foundations up, and this team that have picked the baton up and just gone with it superbly.
Fantastic. John, have you got any questions for Dave?
Yeah, well, congratulations again, Dave. And I have run Sunday League football, like bottom of the league, pub leagues, and they're hard enough. Do you know what I mean? They are really hard. So Dave is a lot bigger step above that, and I take me out of to him, because it's not just about the boys on the field; it's about all the people working behind the scenes for them. And
yeah, cheers, John.
They're more or less doing it voluntary, from what I can say.
Yeah, we are. We're all volunteers. We all got full-time jobs. None of us are full-time football managers or football club owners. You know, it's all in our own time on top of everything else. And you're right. There's just so much that you don't realise. You know, I mentioned last time, didn't I, about getting fines for not providing refreshments for the opposition. It's just silly things like that you need. You just need people that can do it, and you ain't got to worry about it. And that's it. And
I'll tell you a little story, Dave. Like when I used to ref in the Sunday leagues and that, the boys used to have a tear up. Sometimes that would give me a yellow. Well, a lot of times, sometimes a red. Now, my thing was, I knew these clubs didn't have no money. I was like, you lot come over, shake hands at the end of the day. I'll scrub that. No one knows any better. Now, if they found out that Middlesex League, I would have been well done. But, I was like, at the end of the day, shake hands, get on with it. Do you know what I mean, boys? But I know you can't do that in your league. It's a lot higher level. But I know how much the money meant then to them clubs. You know what I mean? I think a red card then was probably 60 quid, and I'm going back to 90s. You know what I mean? That's just for Sunday League. And the guy that got sent off weren't going to pay that. Put it that way. Do you know what I mean? No chance. But it's a lot more involved than what you think, isn't there, Dave? Behind the scenes, the organisation, there's so much involved. I don't know what's involved in that. My little club, Enfield. Now I think they are now one off of being able to get promoted. If they get promoted in the next league, then they're one off the promotion thing into Division 3 or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Personally, I don't know if Enfield will do it. It's so hard. You know what I mean? Once you get that, it's virtually impossible to do. I think that's when the money comes in. I don't know what level they are. You say you got step 8, but you need so much money even to get in that Division 3, Dave, didn't you? And I don't think, be honest, I don't think Enfield have got the facilities, because they're renting an athletics pitch. You know what I mean? So it's actually a great venue, but if they went up, I don't know what would happen. But that's all ifs and buts. But that's another thing. You guys have got to be one step ahead of the game, haven't you? You've got to be thinking on your feet in front of you. So, like, if you win the league again, is it more facilities you need, better facilities? You know what I mean, Dave?
That's what we're doing. We're trying to run it as if we're in the next level up already. So not just what we're doing on the pitch, but the legal stuff and all the other bits that go with it. And like you say, the facilities, it changes as you go up the divisions. You know, at the moment,
not only that, Dave. Sorry, Dave. Like, these guys that play for you, they've all got jobs. I assume they all got their own. Yeah. So there's a big risk for them as well. They get injured, they're out of work. Do you know what I mean? You're out of a player. It's not like, Arsenal, it's all right, we'll get someone else from the academy or whatever. Do you know what I mean? You just can't pick them players out of the blue. And, they've got busy lives, haven't they? And it's great that they all pull together. And the main thing is your club, everyone in it loves football. It's as simple as that, isn't it? With Arsenal,
definitely.
With Arsenal, the people running it, it's money first, football second. With you guys, grassroots football is for the pure love of football, and that's what football's about to me.
I've spoken to a couple of players at the end of the season, and some of our players, I've been round like the non-leagues and played for a few clubs, and they've said the clubs I've been at, it's just got the best feel about it. It's the best organised. It's got the best feel. You haven't got what I call, like the Wenger out and the Arteta out brigade. You ain't got that. You've got everyone together. When you go in the clubhouse at the end, the players are all sitting together having a beer. You ain't got one group here and one group there. They're there. The supporters are there. The chairman's there. It's just one big. It's just sort of one big group going forward, all wanting the same thing.
But Dave, don't you think, before I go to Ricardo, don't you think, when as the club gets bigger and bigger and bigger, do you not think that family element, might get lost in translation?
We hope it doesn't. I mean, ideally, you want it to continue. The reason we attract players that we do, and we've got players that have played a lot higher up the pyramid, and the reason we've got people like Stevie Brown in charge is because of the feeling and because of everyone being together and what we're actually doing on and off the pitch. And that's what we want to continue. That's how we're going to get people. If we want to go up the league, obviously things will evolve.
Yeah.
We want more people on board, and this is the way we see we're going to do it.
Joe, you've hit the nail on the head now. I think these players like to come and play for these fan-based clubs because they know the fans are behind them. They're supporting them. Do you know what I mean? They're not there to slate them. If you go to an Enfield game, they're 100% behind them. I think all these little clubs now have what they call their own version of the ultras. And there's only 1,000 odd there, but it's a fantastic little atmosphere and a community club. Do you know what I mean? You can walk around the pitch with your dog. You can bring your kids. You can have a beer at the side. I've even seen the goalkeeper have a beer take a beer off the fans. You know what I mean?
I saw that one, yeah.
While he's watching, but it's just a totally different atmosphere. It's grassroots football. Of course, it ain't the same level it ain't the same level, but you're part of something. If you go to that game, you will feel part of something. You go in that clubhouse, you'll be made welcome. You go to your club, you'll be made very welcome.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
You're just a customer now. That's it. You're just a pound note. Give me your money and go. Bye. See you later. It ain't got the old feeling what it used to have at Highbury. It's just pure money. And I think people are coming back now to the grassroots football. Don't forget.
When you go to Enfield, John, how many supporters that you talk to? How many of them support another, like they might support a Premiership team or another bigger team, but they're down in non-league?
Yeah, I think the majority of them probably support Tottenham, Arsenal, West Ham. Yeah, it's their second club, really. Do you know what I mean?
And the word you used was community.
The ones they've got a hardcore, probably 600-700 fans that go every game. But I think that'll improve next season. Now they've gone up a level. They're playing better teams. You know what I mean? So that definitely their last crowd. I can't remember who they played. Chatham FC away, and they won in the playoff. They got 3,500 fans. But our Enfield could only 400. There was only they done well because Chatham had 3,000 fans. Enfield only had 400. So they're only going to get a couple of thousand fans at the most. But that suits them. Do you know what I mean, Dave? They're not going to be Tottenham, Arsenal, or whatnot. But they're not into that. They're always going to be a community club that works for the community, and the stuff they do behind the scenes is fantastic because no one else is doing it for the community. Clubs like Cheshunt, Dial Square, they've all got other little clubs, women's teams, girls' teams, disabled teams, loads of other stuff behind the scenes. Just look on their websites,
Yeah.
We've always said that. We've always said we weren't going to compete on a fan base level or anything like that against Arsenal. We're not. We've said this before. We ain't anti-Arsenal. We had a lot of comments when it was first set up that we're not anti-Arsenal at all. It was set up and always set up as an option. So anyone who's struggling with the elite game, the ticket situation, if you get the money, whatever, is an option for you. It's got an Arsenal feel about it, obviously, and like you say, you can have a beer at the side of the pitch. You can talk to everybody. You can talk to the team, talk to the players. That's where a lot of not just ours, but a lot of non-league identities are.
Ricardo, I know you're from Cuba. I mean, how is football, amateur football, compared to grassroots football?
People like football in Cuba a lot. I mean, it's not our national sport, because for us it's about baseball and also baseball and boxing will be the biggest two sports when I was living there. But people of football, we have like a national league running through all the province, like our national competition, and then we play the CONCACAF, which is basically a kind of a game around the area where Jamaica always win. Jamaica always will be the island will win, will beat everybody, and then we'll progress to the next stage. But yeah, we love it, but there is no investment. I don't think that the government has its size on football in Cuba. It's the same. I mean, it takes a lot, money for the balls, the equipment to get the kid here and there. So I don't think it. But saying that, as something quite important to explore, if you see Norwich, Norwich, the football team, he has a Cuban guy playing in there. There is a Cuban guy that play regular for Norwich. I don't know how he ended up in here. Don't ask me. But he's from Cuba and he played for Norwich.
What's his name?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Eh? No, I don't know his name. I know there is I need to research it. I know there is a Cuban guy. I have seen it in the thing. I know he's Cuban because everybody knows that he's Cuban. But I don't know. He came by France. I don't know. He escaped from Cuba to France. He played in France, I think, and then he ended up over here, or he went to Ireland. I don't know how he came around, but he's playing here in the Premier League for Norwich. He's a Cuban guy in that.
Wow.
He's the only thing I can say. But people love it, but it hasn't got the development. There is no infrastructure for football in Cuba. Not the moment.
Wow. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick pause before we go into live chat. I can see there's been quite a few comments from maybe people who are following Dial Square FC. Maybe they're following Brad Pitt. It's the wrong channel. But we're going to just take a quick pause for the cause, and we'll get back to the comments in the live chat. We interrupt this show with some news about an opportunity which might just be for you. Now, we know the times that we're living in with the crisis. Fuel prices are going up. Some of us are losing our jobs. We don't have a second set of income. And maybe it could be that we are one-parent family. Now, if you're looking for a passive income, a way to get you out of the situation that you are in, there was a genuine opportunity which might just be for you. So have a look at this video, and you can send me an email at arsenalrepublic1@gmail.com. I have learned from the life I live that there are opportunities all around us if we will only just look and listen. With opportunities comes risk and rejection, yes. But imagine looking back and saying, I did that, rather than waiting until it was too late. If you want passive income and a sense of personal freedom, act now. This is not for everyone. Not everyone is looking. If you are that person, contact us now. arsenalrepublic1@gmail.com. And with that, we'll take you back to the live show. Okay, so let's go into the live chat. We've got our ever-present moderator, Ashley D, who says, hey up, Gooners, and Emerson, who says, even Alex and panel. And I think I know why my mic was muted. Yeah, we the moderators, Paul, Ranks, and muted Alex, LOL. Ha, 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 ha. I'll get you. Don't worry, I'll get you back. And then we've got James came here. Right, is that one of your followers, Dave? James? Is James?
James, yeah, he's one of our loyal ones. How you doing, James? Hope you're well. Thanks for tuning in.
Nice one. And we've got Mike. Says evening, gents. Evening.
Yeah, Mike's another regular.
Yep.
How are you, Mike? Hope you're well, mate.
He goes on to say that Arsenal were only one goal away from the title. It's the fine lines, though, isn't it? The fine lines. The fine lines.
Mm.
Dave, do you think as well? Maybe the Newcastle game kind of were we cheated in the Newcastle game?
The thing is, I mean, I said this last time. I'm not a fan of VAR. You know, I mean, if you look at that picture, right, that's the picture. You know, when the ball's a good 3 yards, you know, one side of the line. That's what the linesman would have seen. You know, and the VAR it couldn't define whether it was in or out. Now, VAR was brought in to make things clear. If it ain't clear, then what's the point of having it? You know, and that goal, it did. I mean, that would have been 1 point only, you know, instead of a loss. But it ain't just Arsenal games, is it? It's across the Premier League. It's they just got to bin it. Go back to goal line. You know, just have goal line technology. Was it in? Was it out? Everything else, leave up to the ref. You're going to get mistakes, the same mistakes that we're getting now. So what's the difference? You know, and the thing is, when you try and make things definitive and it's still wrong, it makes it just a bigger laughing stock. So my personal view, been VAR. But that goal against Newcastle, yeah, that would have been a point. The one against West Ham as well, where I mean that was nearly down in Edmonton. The ball was so far out. You know, when they scored from that. You know, it just makes a mockery of it.
Oh dear. All right, we're continuing in the live chat, Edmonton. First time on the channel, Henty says, welcome. Pundits have been saying that City have plateaued. I'm sure I heard that we are favourites for next season. I just kind of get the feeling that Pep might have to leave in order for Arsenal to have an opportunity to win the Premier League. But I think last season was our best opportunity, John, to win the Premier League.
I agree with you, mate. I said all along last season we ain't going to get a better opportunity than that. I can't remember how many points clear we were, but it was like the tortoise and the hare, weren't it? And we ended up being the bleating hare. You know, I don't know what happened to pinpoint that. They say bottled it, but that's a load of baloney. They just ran out of steam. My personal opinion, they had a chance to buy a striker in January. They didn't bother, and that cost them. Same as this season, you know. It's all right pushing, but people don't remember second place teams, unfortunately. No. It's all great, you know. That was for teams like years ago, Southampton and I don't know, even Tottenham, you know, we've come in second. This is great. It is great we've come second. And Arteta's brought us back in the fold, you know. He has put pride back in the Arsenal team. I do like him. He's put the sort of tradition and class back in the Arsenal side. But fans will eventually want more than that. If he don't come up trumps, probably next season, I think he's going to feel the wrath again. And rightly so, because when we went to the Emirates, we were promised we were going to win these things straight away, weren't we? Not 25 years down the line when everyone's bought season tickets and red memberships. And, you know, so we were kind of told a lot of lies when we went to the Emirates. We became a selling club, didn't we? But I will say, Mikel Arteta has put the arse back in Arsenal, and you know he has restored them to their rightful place. But now we've got to go above that level, and I believe what you say, Alex. Until Pep goes, I think they're going to struggle. You know, Pep's going to build on the team he's got now, isn't he? You know, we're always that one step below them for some reason. And third time lucky, I hope so. I really hope. I'm sick as a pig that they didn't win it. I really thought, you know, we all had a big party planned around Alex's house. We had the unveiling of the Xhaka statue, but it all went pear-shaped. I think the Xhaka statue is still going up.
Well, he's invincible now, isn't he? Xhaka's invincible, you know.
He isn't invincible. Yeah. But, do you know, these opportunities come along once in a lifetime. And if you don't take them, you know, you're going to suffer because there's, like you say, Villa, Chelsea, maybe, Man United,
Liverpool,
maybe. You just
Liverpool.
don't know. Everyone's going to be
Yeah,
pushing again next season. So Arsenal, phew, I hope we push harder than a lot of them, but we just three times in a row. It's really hard, you know. It's really hard to win that Premiership, get over the line. Let's
yeah,
just hope he's got to get an out and out striker. To me, that is the main thing. Defense is sorted, midfield is sorted. You know, just get another striker back up. I think Saka played too many games as well, but like
yeah,
the fine margins cost us. Man City, they probably never broke sweat, if truth be known. You know, I bet Pep wasn't even under pressure once that season. I bet he just strolled along, knew exactly what he was doing, and went bosh. You know, yeah, thank you very much. And it's
yeah,
not nice to see City keep winning. It's boring because basically they are allegedly a corrupt club, aren't they? So
yeah, yeah. Those
yeah,
over 100 charges.
someone else needs to win.
Yeah. Ricardo, has there been any one player that you who was a surprise player for last season for Arsenal for you? I hope, don't say Gabriel Jesus, please. Don't say Gabriel Jesus.
Jesus.
Well, God, surprise player. Oof. I mean, as mentioned before, man, I love the way they all play, but I have to say, I am quite keen on Saga. I mean, just to see Saga is, for me, I think, one of these players who getting better and better and better. I love him finishing the ball when he gets into the area and he shoot with the left foot, man. It's difficult to stop, man. I love the way he move, and it's just to see how he. I think this season it was better than last season. I love to see his improvement. I mean, I love seeing Saga when he's fit and he can move, and he is amazing to see you know, inside the area finishing the ball. I've seen. For me, I'm a big fan of Saga, so but I really appreciate how he as a player is growing every single year. Yeah, I think it's gonna be quite important for Europe with these guys.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah,
this, you know,
yeah.
to do something this year. You know, he gonna play his kind of a role. And yeah, for me, gonna be, yeah, I'll give it to Saka. I was planning to say Jesus, but you took it out of my mouth. I have to go for Saka.
All right. One more comment in the live chat, and then we're gonna pepper Dave for some more questions and some more information. So Dave Draper says we need you guys to come along to a game. Now I did say last season that I will come along. My car broke down, and it's a long old story, but it's no excuse. But Dave, I promise next season I will definitely come down there. We'll film you guys. We might even broadcast live.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. More than welcome. You know, it's we'll still be at Chertsey. We've signed another deal to keep us there for at least the next 2 seasons. So it'll be free to get in next year still. So yeah, you got no excuses.
Alex,
sounds good, man.
Something. And the player from Cuba is called Onel Lazaro. He's in Windsor for Norwich City, and he came by Germany. He used to play in Germany, and from Germany he came over here, and now he's now 31 years old. You know, he's getting on, but still playing for Norwich City. Wow. And he came all the way from Germany.
Wow.
Ricardo, where are you from, mate? Cuba?
Yeah, I'm in Cuba, from the middle of the island in Cuba, from a place
Lovely.
called Santa
You
Espiritu.
got any Havana cigars?
Listen,
or rum?
The rum we finished in the house.
That's no good.
I'm planning to go there in July. Hopefully, I'm going to see my mom. So probably we'll try to bring something back.
Good.
Very nice.
Put your orders in.
I love cigars, man.
Ricardo, so we've just actually, Ricardo, Dave, and myself, we have joined an opportunity. I can't go into too much detail about that, But Ricardo, does the platform sponsor a football team? They don't sponsor a football team, do they?
No. We haven't done it. We all we have done is we sell the tickets for the Premier League through the platform.
Yeah.
But we never sponsored any team before. We never, even though there is a few people involved in football. We have there is a gentleman that I know he used to do some coaching. I don't know at what level in football. I know David Brother used to do coaching as well into football. So there is a few people who have been, involved with teams and doing work with the community related to football, but they haven't sponsored a team yet. There is something that can happen in the future,
Yeah.
I could see why not. No.
Worth exploring. Dave, do you want to say something, Dave, before we move on?
About what about sponsorship? There we go. Look, right, I've got to tell you about this guy. This was fantastic. I don't know if you saw this. Proper Football done a piece on him on their platforms. This is Harold Christensen. He lives in. He's Norwegian, but he lives in the Arctic Circle at the top of Sweden. He's been following Dial Square since it started. Lovely guy. The first picture I ever saw of him, he sent to me. He was in a lake somewhere up in the Arctic Circle, wearing nothing but a Dial Square hat and a bottle of beer in his hand. And he came over. Yeah, that'll just stick in my head forever. He came across. When was it? It was one of the months when it was pouring a rain. We had games cancelled left, right, and centre, and he came. He travelled 1,000 miles to come and watch Dial Square. Scandinavians, they love the English football, and he came in via Stockholm, and I had to go and meet him down at Euston. There was a couple of us agreed to meet him, have a couple of beers, like show him the English way. That was a mistake. And I got on a tube here. I'm down in Collier's Wood, and I got on a tube. And it was when all the games in non-league were getting postponed. And I got on a tube not knowing if the game was still going ahead. I was going anyway. Thankfully, it did. And we got into the ground early. I showed him around the ground, made sure he had his photo taken on the pitch and with the players and that. And he stayed up in London. We won the game 4-1. And he stayed up in London. And on the left, his boss came across from Sweden. That's Henrik. On the left, so we had a Scandinavian friend here, and he gave us a flag. I don't know if you got a picture of the flag, but he gave us a flag that says Dial Square, the Vikings. If you look at our cup final, there's a Norwegian flag at the top, at the left. There it is on the left hand side. That's their flag. So they was with us in spirit at the final as well. Brilliant story.
What a story! And that's he's put me to shame. I've got no excuse now to.
Yeah, you got to come across London. He's come from via the Arctic Circle, And
thank you, Dave.
We complain about, say we're away to Newcastle, we're going, that's a journey. For them that's a local derby.
Man,
North, it's shut. You don't realise that the distances these boys travel, but yeah, they love the English game. There's nothing like the English pyramid, once you get under the league system. And yeah, he thoroughly enjoyed it, and he was a good omen to us. We won both our games. Really good to see him.
I think the oldest Arsenal fan base, foreign fan base, is the Norwegian Supporters Club. I think that was one of the first foreign Arsenal supporters clubs set up after the war.
Yeah, I think on the attic site, isn't it, there's a few Scandinavians.
Yeah, there's a guy called John. He runs the Norwegian one over there. And it's quite interesting because they all came over as RAF pilots and somehow got to follow Arsenal. And a lot of them ended up living up in Stansted by the airport and that, stayed over. But really interesting. They, like you say, the Scandinavians love it. I think that guy Henty that came on, I don't know if he's still on. All right there, Henty? I'm pretty sure he's on Twitter. He's from Finland, I think. Sorry if you ain't, but yeah, he's from Finland, and he does some brilliant posts on the old Arsenal, the history. He knows it inside out. What he don't know, you could write on a postage stamp. You know what I mean? But yeah, these guys do love it.
Blimey. And do you know what? Over the course of 6 years and a bit of doing Cannon Fodder TV, we've been approached to do collaborations with other channels. I've also interviewed some ex-players as well. And we've also been asked to sponsor a couple of clubs in Africa. And the monies that we've been asked to sponsor, it was phenomenal, and we just couldn't do it. But Dial Square, I tell you what, they do wonderful work out in that.
Oh, this was one of them moments. You just go, well, there was we was at one of our meetings, me, Tony, Mark, and Andy, Stephen, and Bunners, and we still had all the kits from the previous year, the home and away kits, and we said, what do you want to do with them? And we all said at the same time, charity. They've got to go to charity. So Tony said to me and Mark, sort it out. So we got them all pressed and washed and repackaged so they were brand new. And I got in touch with a charity called Masana UK. And they're out in they're based in Winchester over here, but they do a load of work in Uganda. These kids have got nothing, absolutely nothing. A lot of them are orphans. And Masana, they set up these dormitories, so they got somewhere to live, they got somewhere to eat. They're all together, they get an education, and they love football. They love their football. So we arranged to get the kits sent out to them, which we did. I think they went out in February. And a couple of weeks later, we got these fantastic pictures back. They entered a competition. The kits allowed them to enter a competition. And it was boys and girls. And the team in red, I don't know if you can see at the top one, but they won. They actually won the tournament. And it's just one of them things that you realise what the game's really about,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's proper football. Do you know what I mean? That is proper football, mate. Well done.
Yeah. Well done. Right. So let's go for the last time into the live chat. Someone says, I thought it was Metal Mickey.
Which one?
No,
which one?
Metal Mickey.
That might have been Terry talking earlier.
Possibly, yeah.
I'm old enough to remember that, yeah.
Cool, that's going back some time, that, isn't it? Metal
That's 70s, I think, isn't it?
70s.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember what his catchphrase was.
James says, get yourself down to Chertsey and bring your mates. Definitely, I'll come down. Part-timers. Okay, and Henry says, could you put the big screen aside for a while so you could introduce yourselves, as I'm not familiar with you all. Right, so let's kind of break from this for a second.
Yeah.
My name is Alex. I'm the host of Cannon Fodder TV. I have been for the last 6 years, and unfortunately, this is going to be the last live show content on Cannon Fodder TV related to Arsenal. To my left, my right. Well, you should know. It's Dave Nathan. It's not Brad Pitt. It's not
Brad Pitt.
Easy mistake of mine.
Yeah, sorry, man. John, do you want to introduce yourself?
All right, Andy. I know him from Twitter. He's a great bloke. He is the same guy, I think. I'm sure you're from Finland, aren't you, Andy? If you're on Twitter, follow him because he's got some absolutely fabulous posts. I think yesterday he named like the oldest Arsenal player that was still alive. I can't remember the guy's name, sorry, but I think he was about 82 or something, and he's the oldest ex-Arsenal player that's still alive at the moment. Played in the 40s, and he won quite a lot of stuff. But yeah, Henty's fantastic. Henty knows me from the Arsenal from Twitter, so nice to see you on here, Henty. Top fella.
Brilliant. And Ricardo.
Hi, Henty. My name is Ricardo Granley. I have been invited here by my cousin Alex. My friend. So yeah, we're just enjoying being with you guys. I'm sucking the knowledge, from you about Arsenal and enjoying the afternoon. Yeah.
Brilliant. We go on in the live chat. So we've got Mark who says, Emerson, you need to come to a game next season. I think it's like we all need to go. John,
you got no excuses now. And you got contacts. We got travel. We'll make you feel more than welcome.
No worries. No, John, have you
Yeah,
been?
I've got a mate called Lee lives up by you, and Rocky Gooner that runs the Arsenal thing. I keep telling them boys, get over there. They live right by you in Surrey.
Right.
Yeah, we will. I know we said it last season, but I will do this season.
Yeah. That's the other thing as well. Our crowds have slowly been creeping up. You know, I know it don't sound a lot, but regularly now we're getting 60, 70, 80 people. You know, sometimes we've had over 150. That picture you showed, you know, of the cup final, there was well over 250 there. Wow. You know, which for our levels is just brilliant, and it's growing, it's growing.
That's really good.
It's fantastic. And do you know what? Another thing, what I keep saying to people, go and watch a game away from the Premier League, because the football just flows. It don't stop. You ain't got none of this VAR stuff. You know, it's the old style football, and it's 100 times better than the new VAR. And you know, I think it's made for the TV now. All this personally, stop, start. Is it a goal? Ain't it a goal? Is it offside? It's ridiculous.
Can't even celebrate a goal anymore, can you? You got to look, you know, ball into the net. You know, you're ready to go, and you got to look at the screen.
Ridiculous.
You know, we all push for this because of human error, but I'll tell you what, give me human error any time. You know, you just got to accept it in the moment. That's what happens. Refs ain't perfect. VAR definitely ain't perfect. So what'd you do? Scrap it, as you say.
I'll tell you a little story about a ref that happened at one of our games. It was towards the end of the season. It was a midweek game, and in the car park there was someone who wanted to go home. They'd used the car park, and their car was blocked in, and he was asking around the crowd. We didn't know who it was. Game's kicked off. Half time, he's still stuck there. This poor bloke. He can't get home. They put announcements out over the loudspeakers, you know, and registration number, blah blah blah. Please move. It says some poor sod who can't go home. Nothing at all. Come out for the second half, and they put an announcement out over the tunnel again. The ref blows his whistle and goes, "Hang on a minute, I'll just get my keys." It was a ref's motor. They'd gone all first half and half time, and he finally moved it, stopped the game and moved it to the start of the second half. You don't get that in a Premiership.
Nah, proper, man.
Dave, there's a question for you from James. Is Dial Square opening the share option again this season?
Oh, good question. Yes, we're just sorting the final bits out now. If you remember last season, we had money in the club that was converted into shares, and we allowed our supporters to buy them. So you actually own a piece of Dial Square now. That's not a renewable thing. That is a lifetime that you will have these shares. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. We're not ICI or SmithKline Glaxo, whatever they're called. You know, we're not trading on the stock exchange. But what it is, you will own a piece of Dial Square if you buy shares. There was a minimum investment of £100, and that bought you 1,000 shares. The shares are 10p each. We're just finalising the last details. We're hoping to get it out by mid to the end of July. And if you want to be involved, it's a great opportunity to own a piece of this club. This club, you know, I'm not being biased. This club is definitely got going places. It's got big plans. Yeah. If you go onto the Dial Square website, dialsquarefc.com, look at the top, and you'll see login. You click that and register. If you register there with a current email account, your current email account, you'll get the emails when it becomes available. That's the best way to do it.
So I'll leave the link actually in the description box once we're finished on
this. It'll go out on social media, but the best and the quickest way and the priority way will be via the Dial Square website.
Right. Okay. Sorry, John. Hang on. Go on, John.
I was going to say, that's money well spent. It cost me 80 quid to fix my phone this morning. I smashed the glass. So 100 quid for 1,000 shares, mate. That's a bargain. I'm telling you.
That's a bargain. Yeah.
And that's, like I say, I repeat, that's for life. When we first started it, we had the enterprise, which was a great idea, but you had to renew it every year. This isn't. This is yours for as long as you want them.
Wow. Like I say, you know, Dial Square going places, Dave. You're going places. Yeah.
And Dave, sorry to interrupt again. I do keep badgering Enfield. I keep saying to them, you've got to get a game with Dial Square because you'll get a good attendance, mate. I'm telling you.
Yeah. We'll put it
Enfield
through
have
this
got
thing.
the
So
Arsenal under 21s, but I'm going to keep pestering and pestering until they play. I mean, I've got no say in it, but I'm just a fan. But I will keep going on about it to them.
yeah,
And
well,
hopefully they can arrange it.
yeah, I can talk to our secretary and he can put he'll put the feelers out as well. So yeah, that'd be a good opportunity. That will.
I think it'll be a great day because you'll have fans from all over. What you've got to realise as well, clubs like Enfield, you said who they support. Most of them are actually just football fans. Forget about the clubs, probably like Dial Square. They just love football, and you know that's it. They're not tribal. They like Enfield, but they are pure football. And what most of them fans don't know, you could write on a postage stamp. You know, a very football orientated people.
Yeah, absolutely. The player, the oldest surviving, living Arsenal player, his name is Jim Standen, age 89.
That's him. Yeah. Oh, cheers, Andy. Yeah. Sorry, mate. Yeah, he puts up loads of interesting stuff. Well, I find it interesting, and I did try and find out if anyone knew him on Twitter, like to get hold of him. But obviously, I help run the Arsenal Attic, and we love stuff like that. But yeah, it's great to see how these people are going, you know. And then fellas like Jim years ago, it was pure football. He played in the 40s, 50s. He probably earned £10 a week or something. Nothing, you know what I mean? They weren't like the prima donnas you get now, you know what I mean? They played for the badge and the pride, but now, unfortunately, it's just dollar.
Yeah. Good evening. So he says, your thoughts on Benjamin Sesko? He's been linked heavily to allegedly a move to Arsenal, and there's some talk about a 40-odd million pound. I don't know, 40 million pounds for a 21-year-old, not tried and tested in the Premier League.
I know he's Slovenian, isn't he?
That's right.
He'll be going up against England in the Euros. I'll have a think after I've seen him play a couple of them.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest with you, I don't know a lot about the fella.
Me neither.
Yeah. I wasn't about to watch YouTube to see how
you get so many names thrown at Arsenal, don't you? Do you know what I mean? It goes above my head now. It gets silly.
It's all agents talking normally, isn't it? You know, no one's ever associated with Burnley, are they, or something like that? It's all like Arsenal, City. You know, no offence to Burnley fans, but you know, a lot of it's just agent talk and trying to put the feelers out for them so they can earn a bit of money with their mobile phone and their file effects.
Yeah. Dave, there's another one here for you. Henty says, I once tried to order Dial Square shirt, but it was sold out. What?
Oh dear. Right. We were sold out of the old ones. We haven't got any of the old ones. The ones that me and Alex are wearing. Alex, yours fits a lot better than mine. I think I'm still carrying a bit of lockdown spread. But if you email Mark Brewer through the website, we've got these shirts and the away shirts. We've still got sizes left. And what we did when we won the league, we reduced the price down to 25 quid. And we're going to hold them at 25 quid. So if you want some and there's some left, just email Mark off the website. Let him know where you are. Let him know what you want, and he'll do the rest for you.
Brilliant. And there's another one. Will there be a shareholders meeting, Dave?
Yes, but you'll have to speak to Tony for that, as when and where. But yeah, there will be at some point. I don't know the date yet.
Do you know what? I kind of got a feeling that I might have to continue doing Cannon Foy TV. But only with Dial Square.
That'd be good.
Maybe. We can talk about it. Yeah. Just one more coming from Mike. It says Jim Standen also played county cricket as well.
As a lot of them did in them days.
Yeah.
You know, all the schools were cricket in the summer, football in the winter.
Yeah. Have you got any scarves, Dave?
They're coming. We've got new ones. They're a little bit delayed. Mike, you bloody know they are because I've spoken to you at the game. I hope he's doing this. I know he knows the answer, but thanks for bringing it up. Yes, we've got home and away ones. They're the new ones with the new badge. They look really nice. blue and yellow ones and these colour ones, and with a badge in the background with a peach design on it as well. So yeah, just keep checking back on the website or the social media. As soon as we got them, we'll communicate it.
What about the Harvey, half Arsenal, half
No,
Derby Square?
no.
Send them down the Emirates. Send them down the Emirates.
As my old man used to say, NOE, no. and that basically meant shut up. What you gonna me and my brother knew what that meant.
And I think your merchandise will sell well, actually, because the old school gooners love it.
Yeah. We ran out of mugs. Look at this one. Yeah, look, I've got to show you this. How about that for a limited edition Dial Square?
Why did you send me that one, Dave?
Very limited edition, gold and black.
Okay. All right, lovely.
That's nice, man.
It's really, really nice. Wow.
Makes a copy taste so much sweeter.
Wow.
You've got to do what Spurs do. Bring the DVD out as well of the double. Well,
yeah. Well, I think all they got on this year is just celebrating each other's birthdays, and this year I think that's all they got.
Yeah. Well,
Dave,
we lost the Man City trophy.
Dave, Henty's asking for the contact details.
Oh, the contact, yeah. Go onto our website. If you go down the bottom, it says contact, and click on that, and then it will show our where we play, and it'll have there'll be a Brad Pitt lookalike. It's not that one. It's the one underneath, Mark Brewer, and there's a link to his email. Just email him and let him know what you want, and he'll do the rest.
Well, do you know what? It's funny you should say that, Dave, because we've kind of got something here that we want to surprise you with. Have we got it here? Or maybe not. We've probably forgotten about it. No, we don't have it here. Unfortunately. Hang on, have we got it? Have we got it? Yeah, cop a load of this.
Oh, there he is. Look, hey, brothers. That's my younger brother. He didn't quite make it. Didn't have the look. Didn't have the barrel shit.
Yeah.
Lock, stock, and barrel.
Yeah.
Could make a film about them too.
Yeah. Sorry, Dave.
That's great.
Right. Yeah, James was saying, yeah, carry on, Alex. You would be a good addition to the Dial Square family. Yeah, I've got a funny feeling. I definitely got to make the trip anyway to see a live match there.
Dial Square TV, man.
Yeah.
That sounds.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm ordering my share now.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And just so you know, every single penny goes back into the club. There's no one pulling money out. There's no one making profit. Everything goes in. The last time we sold the shares last year, in 6 weeks, we sold 190,000.
Brilliant.
In 6 weeks, which was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
I reckon you sell the same again, mate, to be honest.
Fingers crossed. And like I say, once you buy them, they're yours for life.
Wow.
Yeah. You pay 20 quid a season and you're like a member for that season. That's it.
Yeah. And you got to say what you want, you're a voice in the club. It's not like, oh, thanks for your money, there you go, thanks for turning up. You're a voice, you can have, you can, it's just like one just big family, all wanting the same thing, all going the same direction.
Yeah, I think that's with Enfield. You pay your 20 quid, you become a member, then you can go to all the board meetings or whatnot,
Yeah.
Which is good. You never get that at Arsenal. The fans at Arsenal have got no say now. Simple as that.
20 quid at Arsenal up in club level, I can tell you now, doesn't buy you a chicken burger and chips. You need an extra pound.
No,
straight up,
mate. No, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
The thing is, 56 quid or whatever the membership is, don't even guarantee you a ticket now. So what's the point? What is the point?
I've done some maths on that,
And you know what? All these little community clubs will get the fallback. They will get the fallback from all these fans, young kids that can't go to the games. They're just being, I don't know if it's priced out or just ticketed out. You just can't get tickets, can you? So
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. I think Arsenal have got 200,000 members at 50 odd quid a pop. Come on, man.
I think the Reds at one point when I stopped going back. I mean, I'm going back 15 years. There was, I think, like a guaranteeing 5,000 a game for Reds. I never needed anything more than the Reds. So I used to go on my own. And I mean, that's 95,000 for 99 games. There was 600,000 Reds.
No, mad, isn't it?
So 500,000 ain't got a chance of getting a ticket. That's if everybody else just goes once.
No, hence they do the lottery. You got no chance.
No chance. Ricardo, I'm probably going to give you the last say on the last live show on Cannon 4 TV. Did you want to tell everyone what you do?
Yeah. I mean, my profession as a background, I'm a physiotherapist, coming all the way from Cuba to the United Kingdom. I used to work for the NHS before, and then I stopped and started working for education. Specialized in working with children now, children with special need. This is my trade. Then I step into the travel industry. I'm an independent travel agent, working from home. And to help people to get a better holiday and save money in their vacation and what they do or a holiday. And I also teach people a little bit of financial independence, how to get into the travel industry and work from home as independent travel agents, where I'm putting on my passion. I do believe everybody needs a holiday. So, yeah, this is what I'm doing at the moment, is moving people from A to B, but also giving people the possibility to work from home, own a business in the travel industry, and enjoy it and make some money. That's what I do.
Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Nice one. So, do you know what? I think we've come to an actual end on this.
I am to become a Dire Square supporter.
Dire Square shareholder.
Yeah,
Definitely. Up the dial.
Absolutely. I'll jump on.
Ricardo, if you work for the NHS, I think you get a half price at Enfield. That's one of the things they do. You won't see Arsenal.
Oh,
brilliant.
Anyway, I'm about to send my data for my shirt, so I'm doing it now. So.
Hey, wow. Dave, listen, I want to say a big thank you to you for coming on to the last live show on Cannon 4 TV.
Yeah, no, thanks for having us. Pleasure's been all morning. It's good to see you again, gents.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you a lot for the top as well. I was going to give the other top to my brother, but my wife said no, she's having that one. I thought I'm having it. And
it does fit you well. Mine's fits better than my one.
Let's go.
Better than the
I need to get down to the gym again.
So do I. John Guna.
Thanks for having us on, Alex. Pleasure to be with you guys, and I'll definitely try and get us down the Dial Square, mate. And every Gooner should be down there too. Go and support.
Yeah.
Give them your money, give them your support, because Arsenal don't really need it nowadays. We're just cash cows to them now. So go and support your local grassroots team. Alex, thanks for all the times you've let us on here. You've run a fantastic show. I hope somewhere along the line you will continue doing so, even if it's not as big. But I really appreciate the times I've been on here.
Well done, Alex.
Cheers.
And Dial Square TV, that's got a good rhyme to it, man.
Sounds good.
That's got a ring to it.
It has, hasn't it?
No escape, Alex. No escape.
No escape. We will see. And last but not least, Ricardo, who might be my cousin. Actually, we're cousins. Ricardo, thank you for coming on, man.
Thanks for inviting me, man. You have been such a great fun to be here, so I appreciate that. Thank you.
Fantastic. So that's it. Cannon 4 TV officially coming to an end. There is some pre-recorded and videos been going on this week, and I think they'll be going on to next week, Wednesday or Thursday, or even Friday. But that's it. 6 years and a few change on Cannon 4 TV is the end. Dave, Johnny Geezer, and my brother, another mother, Primo, thank you very much. This has been Cannon Fodder, the channel for for Arsenal fans all over this world.